Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drakewing Game, and a Subby Mount Toward the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of Chord Progressions. So let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm Chan, you are up, and let's go. Alrighty. Alright, Eddie, eyes to yourself. Just focus on getting dressed. I keep my eyes fixed downwards as I put on my fresh outfit. When I finally direct my gaze upwards, I find Chester fully dressed. All ready? Yep. Chester leads me out to the gym's lobby. Before we reach the exit door, I'm approached by a deer who seems to have been waiting for us. Hey, I wanted to catch you before you left. He's speaking directly to me. Oh, yeah, sure, what's up? He's averting eye contact. Well, I was wondering if, you wanted to grab lunch sometime. Huh. Of all the things I was expecting him to approach me about, lunch wasn't at the top of my list. Why not, though? He certainly redeemed himself today by being so helpful with the workout. Plus, this is what Chester was aiming for, right? Yeah, sure. Do you have time today, by chance? I got a lunch break at 3:30. Sure. 3:30 today works for me. He put on an amiable smile for me. I wanted to talk more about the progress you made today and how you can improve. I really liked teaching you today. His tone was quite enthusiastic. Seeing this more passionate and positive side of his personality is quite endearing. Yeah, sure. Glad you had fun. I really did. I hope we can do it again soon. We'll see. This guy's got to stop giving me so much overtime first. I make a lazy pointing gesture towards Chester. It's gonna be even more OT if we don't get going. Ah, shit, you're right. I look toward the wolf. Can I just get Trent's number from you? Sure, when we get back to the store, we gotta move. I turn back towards the deer. I'll text you in a few then. I guess I'll see you soon. See you soon. Bye you. The ride back was mostly quiet, but I wanted to ask a question that was burning in my mind. Hey, quick question. Did you ask Trent to invite me to lunch? No, actually, we chatted for a bit after you went to go shower. I didn't ask him anything. What does the red do? Oh yeah, the red does that. Alright, y'all, sorry about that. We're back. Yeah, it opened up a webpage. But I didn't ask him. Huh. I would have expected him to take the initiative and ask me to hang out. Maybe there could be a blossoming friendship between us after all. Well, I guess your little plan is coming out well then. Better than I expected. I'm really proud of you for giving him a second chance. Thanks, but you don't have to do this. I'd like to think I'm capable of finding friends on my own. I'm sure you are. You certainly have more than enough charm. But I'll be transparent. While it's a favor for you and Trent, it's also a bit of a favor for myself. How so? Did Trent tell you what his father does? He said he's a salesman, I think. That's putting it lightly. Trent's dad is the vice president of sales for chromatic instruments. I blink a couple times and tilt my head. Okay, is that good? Oh, sorry, I keep forgetting you're new to this. Yes, it's absolutely good. The Cornells founded the company around 200 years ago, and they're known for their through-the-roof quality when it comes to their pianos. Water time. Oh, gotcha. So you want to do business with his dad? Absolutely. He and I talked about it here and there, but we never struck a deal. I just need him to trust me enough to sell one of their pianos. Trust you? Shouldn't he just take your money and not ask questions? You'd think, but Chromatic's brand is centered entirely around their reputation. Their pianos are absurdly expensive, but highly sought after. They care deeply about which shops have them and which ones don't. They even have an entire business unit dedicated to buying pre-owned products, just so they don't sit in some musty-ass flea market for too long. That seems excessive. I don't disagree, but that's just how their business is run. The profit margins on these instruments are legendary, too. If I were able to sell just one baby grand, that's enough profit to keep the lights on for a year. Whoa. Yeah, so I'm trying to be nice to him and his son. If Trent speaks highly of Chronicles, that'll be a massive boon for me. Which is why I was so frustrated this morning. Frustrated by what? By Trent finding our only baby grand slightly detuned. He was right, but that key was barely flat. The boy must have perfect pitch or something. How'd it get detuned? I won't bore you with the details, but it was just a small mistake I made when I first tuned the thing. I'm thinking Dave's right and we should hire a professional. It looks bad at the end of the day. If Trent tells his dad, it would leave the impression we don't care of our instruments. Well, in the interest of our esteemed business, I utter with some melodramatic flair, I'll do my best to be friendly with him. He's nice. I believe if I spend more time with him, he'll think more positively of the staff. It could compensate for that tuning incident. At this point in our conversation, we arrive at the parking lot. You don't gotta be best friends or anything, just help him branch out a little. It's nice to kill 3 birds with 1 stone. He signed a number 3 gesture on his paw and gave a chuckle. Alright, let me give you Trent's number and we'll get back to it. It's almost 2:30. Pat's probably getting anxious. We return to the cafe, and things are looking slow but steady. Much of it has already been pre-cleaned. Pat seems anxious. Jeez, finally! Yeah, we're here. Now you can clock out for your very important 2:30 sharp. Dave let out a little giggle. Look, it's important to get my thing. I want to make sure I'm on time for my thing. None of my business. Go ahead and clock. I won't keep you. Awesome, thanks. Later, dudes. Pat gives us a brief wave and makes a swift exit through the kitchen. Okay, I'm kind of curious now. Yeah, don't ask us. He started doing this a couple months ago and hasn't told us why. He does it a few times a month. Again, it's none of our business. I don't need to know what he does off the clock so long as it isn't hurting him or getting in the way of work. Neither seems to be the case. He's been a lot happier and focused lately. I don't pay it no mind. Maybe he's seeing someone. It's most certainly Cliff, if true. Alright, Eddie, I'm working towards closing up soon. Mind giving me a paw? Yeah, sure. I'll leave you two to it. I'll see if April needs anything. Chester exits the cafe, leaving me and Dave mostly alone, save for a couple of customers enjoying a late lunch. Buddy, can we talk? Can we talk right quick? Yeah, what's up? Look, Chester and I have been texting back and forth, and he let me know what happened this morning. You got stressed out about something, and I'm so sorry that it was me. Ah, frickin' hair in my eye. Get out of my eye, you little bastard. Kill your entire family. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch, get out of my eye right now. I will destroy you! Okay. Dave, no, it wasn't you. I think I'm just bottling up a lot of emotions and it came out all at once. I get that, buddy, I really do. And anytime you need to talk about it or need a hug or something, I'm here for you. I'll give the best hugs in this whole goddamn town, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. He flashed me the sweetest smile. He's such a kind and genuine soul. Maybe I should take him up on it. That's really good to know, thanks. Actually, how about a hug right now? I think I could use one. He giggled and spread his arms out wide for me. Oh, come here, buddy. In a couple of strides, I find my way into Dave's large, soft arms. I dip my head slightly so I can nestle my maw into his chest as he wraps his arms tightly around me. I return the favor and tightly grasp around his body into a mutual embrace. Due to his large frame, my paws can't meet each other around his back. I don't mind, though. In his warm bosom, I found that my troubles began to melt away almost instantly. The extra pudge, along with his soft, fluffy fur, creates the most comfortable cradle for me to place my troubled head. Similar to our first embrace, he demonstrates that he is quite an active hugger. He strokes my back while gently rocking both of us back and forth. I'm finding this engagement so much more welcoming than last time. He broke the embrace and rubbed my shoulders with his two paws. Feel better, buddy? I think so, yeah. Good. Always here to help if you need it. Alright, let's get back to it. Alright, right behind you. Dave and I continued to chat as we served the last few customers remaining to prepare the cafe for closing. I told him about my afternoon at the gym, which reminded me to give Trent a text. 3:30 approaches and I prep to take my leave from the cafe for my lunch break, and Dave was in a good position to wrap up closing, solo. I depart, but not before we share one more tender hug. I spot April leaning on the counter, looking as entertained as she usually does. Hey, slow day up here too? Yep, it's Wednesday, my dude. Aren't you on a break soon? Oh, yeah, I was gonna meet that Trent guy from yesterday for lunch. I thought you didn't like him. Well, long story short, he's not a bad guy, and Chester wants us to be friends. If you say so. I checked my phone to see if Trent replied. He did. Hey, he got back to me. He's asking me where we can meet up. Any ideas? Apollo's is always open. Yeah, it is a good joint, and it's right there across the street. Fuck it. There's a place across the street from Chronicles called Paulos Gordos. Wanna go there? Are you sure Chester isn't setting the two of you up to date or something? I don't think so. I'm not even sure if he's, I bend my wrist flamboyantly to non-verbally communicate to April what I mean. I don't think he's trying to take me on a date. If he likes me, he's being really subtle about it. It's been super obvious and it's just going over my head? The boy's got me gaslighting myself. How'd your little workout go, by the way? Really well, actually. I was able to lift more than I thought. She put on a smirk. Told ya. My phone buzzed again. Sure. Sure, sounds good. I've never been there before. Great, I'll meet you there soon. I'm already on my way. Okay. Paulo's it is then. He apparently has never been there. How the hell hasn't he been to Paulo's? There's like 3 in town. I shrug. Don't ask me. I think I'll go ahead and take my break now and walk over there. Cool, I'll call you if there's a fire or something. You gonna start playing with matches since you're so bored? Don't give me ideas. I scoff at her response. Huh. Back in a bit. I arrive at the restaurant and find myself a table. I chose a seat that gave me a clear view of the front door. I only wait for a short while for Trent to arrive. I give him a wave and he finds me with ease. "Oh, hey there!" He darts his eyes rapidly around the restaurant, seemingly trying to make sense of it. "Hey, find the place okay?" "Yeah, no trouble." "So, wanna head up and order?" "Head up and... Oh, it's one of those restaurants. Sure, let's go." We both approach the counter and I order first. I ordered the same burrito I had during my last visit. This time I take Daryl's advice and order it in a bowl with chips on the side, like the lion had said. The chips are free. Value! After some deliberation, Trent found a burrito bowl that worked for him. We paid at the register, retrieved our food and drinks, and returned to my selected table to start eating. He pokes around his bowl with a fork. "So, why do they call this a burrito bowl? Isn't it just a salad?" "It contains rice, beans, lettuce, salsa, chicken, and some queso. You could call it a salad if you wanted." Probably some kind of marketing thing, I guess. I imagine consumers don't want to come to some Southwest restaurant so they can order a salad, you know? "I guess, but why does that matter? When the customer buys the product, they can clearly see it's just a salad. Why call it something else?" "Are you not happy with what you got?" I'm not unhappy. I just thought it was going to be something special since it was called a burrito bowl, not a salad." After a few more pokes, he takes a couple of bites. He keeps going back for more forkfuls. Following Daryl's example, I take a chip and dip it into my bowl and shoveled the ensemble into my mouth. I gotta admit, the line was right. This is great. We chew in silence for a few minutes before Trent brings up the next topic. "So, I had a good time with you at the gym. It was nice being the teacher instead of the student for once." "Yeah, it went better than expected. Glad you had fun too." "Would you want to do it again sometime?" Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm still getting my bearings around this place. I don't know if I want to commit to anything, you know? I'm sure you're busy. I don't want to waste your time if I can't commit." "It's no big deal, really. I'm not busy at all nowadays." "Oh? Does work not keep you busy?" "I don't have a job right now." "Oh, shit, I'm sorry. That's gotta be rough." He gives me a perplexed look. One second, y'all. I'm gonna crack open another. Crack it! Oh, yeah. Beautiful. I'm gonna give that little baby a 10 out of 10. Okay. It's not rough at all. I've never had a job. Never had a job? How the hell is he Hold up. He's never had a job. Goes skiing every year. Dad is a bigwig at some prestigious piano manufacturer. Works out at the bougie gym. Doesn't understand health insurance. Fuck. It's all coming together now. I'm dealing with a rich kid here. Everything's adding up now. How didn't I see this before? Maybe I'm really as oblivious as Mariah says I am. Never needed a job, I guess? Yeah, no, I was just focused on studies until I got my master's back in May. I'm taking a few months to myself before I start working. Let me take a wild guess as to where he's going to work. Gonna work for your dad's company? Yes, actually. I'll be starting in the quality department. Figures. Just gets it all given to him. Twerp. So you get to spend the next few months just kicking around since you don't have any bills to pay, huh? I deliberately make my tone as cold as ice. He directs his gaze to the floor. I guess? Yeah, fucking course. My bank account is barely 3 digits, while he never has to worry about his going down below 6. Maybe 7? Wonder how fat that trust fund is. We continue eating in silence for another minute before he breaks it again. Did I do something wrong? He speaks to me while still keeping his gaze fixed on the floor. I'm not really sure how to answer that question. I can give him a snarky response, but he seems genuinely confused. I'm sorry. Whatever I did, I'm sorry. I'm trying. I'm really trying. His tone is desperate and borderline panicky. Alright, y'all. I'm going to pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm going to give a quick shout out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank y'all for all you do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Cade Silverman. Thank you for going a bit above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you to our gold tier patron, Trezum Guy. You're awesome. We love you. Thank you for subbing to Ultimate Tier. Anyway, if y'all want to get your names in the credits, get access to all of our not safe for work content as little as $5. Alrighty, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.